Hello, Aries, and welcome to your June 2025 reading. So, I meditated on your energy. And of course, in the month of June, we have the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere, of course, where the sun will expand our own energy during that because that's kind of the signature of the longest day. So if you want to use that wave or that state of being, you can expand your own field, let's call it like this, of how you express yourself into the world. That's why it's very important to check what you're thinking on the solstice, all right? Well, your state of being. So we also have the full moon in Sagittarius around the 11th, fellow fire sign. And we know that Sagittarius rules the house of belief. So that moon is going to bring up everything that has to do with how your faith, how you conceive life, the expansion of your mind, the expansion of your understanding of your situation, your relationship with faith, because it is ruled by Jupiter. All of this is going to bring it up to the surface. And of course, you had the significant, you have like Neptune in your sign, and you had Saturn that just came into your sign also. So this is going to be a bit active for you. Having Saturn in your sign, of course, it's going to bring Saturnian themes like your power, your discipline, the father, your place in the world, your ambition, all of these things, where you lose control, where you lose power, where you don't dare your ambitions. Everything is going to be brought up to your surface. Your relationship with order and patriarcha. All right. So there you go. You come in the month, but you come in with the Chariot in reverse. So when the Chariot is in reverse, it's either something is blocking our movement forward, blocking our ambition, blocking our success. But with it, I have the King of Cups upright. So you're very serene about it, or you're in the process of understanding, emotionally understanding what your own ambition is all about. Maybe the Neptune that was there before made you clarify your dreams, which, is going to give it more sense when it comes to my aspiration, what I want to bring to the world, and all of that. There's an emotional intelligence here for you, Aries. When we arrive in mid-month, here I have the Four of Pentacles in reverse with Strength on the side. Okay, so maybe some of you are going to be able to release some old fears, some old things you used to, I want it to be exactly like that, but then, maybe I'm relaxing this. I'll have to use my higher self and some strength because I might be in reaction or having to deal with some reactions around me. But there's releasing of maybe hardness or what you wanted absolutely things or holding on to. Let's call it like that. And then at the end of the month, I have Four of Swords, healing. Page of Wands is in reverse. So we're not yet starting the new. So it might not feel like things are moving forward. But at least you're healing the right things. You're healing what you're understanding. What real security is about. What real safety, investment is about. To actually be available to your life. Under that, I have the Tower and the Emperor in reverse. And there you go. The Emperor is the father. Saturn's the father. The Emperor is Aries. Aries. There's a readjustment, a huge readjustment of your version of what the divine masculine is within yourself. I'm not talking men. I'm talking about the divine masculine within ourselves. That's the part of us that makes the decision to go and do and be active. Okay? That's why it's a man that drives the chariot. The feminine is your receptivity, connection to your soul, connection to the divine, to the infinite possibilities, and so on. And the masculine is your left brain, if you want, that takes the decisions and so on. When we have a negative reference, let's say maybe some of you did not have a great father, then we're kind of, his vision of us, we buy it, we were hurt by it. It brought all sorts of injustice. Bottom of the deck is the justice in reverse in our life, unfairness in our life. And in some perspective, it paralyzed you. It removed that lively enthusiasm that you could have had when it comes to going towards your ambition and things like that. And it is going to crumble down. That way of structuring yourself is going to crumble down because of beautiful emotional intelligence here. You're going to see it clearly. It's going to allow you to actually heal. So give yourself that time and that space this month to be able to do that. So now we're going to clarify. And we're going to clarify with a tarot deck that I got by the mail yesterday from a friend here. It's called the Sea Witch Tarot. Mademoiselle Dauphin, by here it's written Willow White Raven. You can find her, she has a blog called Belbert Spiritual Mechanics. And there's beautiful conversations in there that you can have access to if you look it up online. Very interesting. And that beautiful tarot deck, there it is. It's the Sea Witch. So here we have two beautiful octopuses. And I'm going to show you the deck as we're clarifying. So let's do this. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Aries for the month of June 2025. June 2025. Time. Okay, so show me the Chariot in reverse here. We have the High Priestess, Sorcière de la Mer, number 2. Look how beautiful it is. So the High Priestess, so that tells me that right away, and here is the Page of Wands, Princesse de Bâton. Here is the Page of Wands in reverse, a bit like this. So incapacity to start, incapacity to really start it. And here with the High Priestess, the fact that this is going with it, yes, you have the emotional intelligence and the spiritual intelligence. You understand exactly why this is. Let's see what they want to say for the King of Cups. Okay, who are you? All right, so okay, there's a bunch of cards here, but the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So here, if you want to look at the Wheel of Fortune, it's very well represented because it needs to be something that we understand in order to move the Wheel of Fortune. So here it's almost like you're understanding how the karma's working. You're understanding where you're blocked and all of that. It's all clear to you. So it's really like you're having a very clear vision. As you're coming in, Aries, trust your intuition, trust your perception on the situation. You've got it. So let's look at here mid-month, where your Four of Pentacles is being released. So we have fear being released because we have the Star, l'Étoile, and we have the Devil in reverse. So look, that's the Devil card. We see him selling the fruits here. So it's that extra alignment with fate, with who you truly are, the understanding of I have to release what doesn't belong to me because it is the reason why I'm not where I'm supposed to be. So I'm releasing, and the Devil is what? It's Saturn and Capricorn. It is the Saturn. So the emprise, how Saturn would hook you in fear, maybe preventing you or limiting you, pushing you away from here, the Star. And when you look at the Chariot, you see that 8-pointed star? That's the Star card. He's guided by his aspiration, by his purpose, by his soul, the direction of his soul. Not the direction of the animalistic side anymore. The unhealed inner child or the bloodline karma or whatever it is that is more animalistic. That emprise, that prison you are leaving. Let's look at the Strength card. Queen of Wands. It's knowing what I desire, what I want. This is my aspiration, and this is what I'm going to attract towards me. Moon in reverse. So that means a revelation. You're getting some revelations this month, Aries. And so that's what is actually allowing you to heal, and probably allowing the Tower to come down. Here I have the Hermit. Look how beautiful it is. Whoops. And with it, I have, that's the Nine of Wands in reverse. So we're starting to let go of maybe our guards. We are understanding how we've been sabotaging ourselves. Ace of Swords, Seven of Swords. This is all part of the healing that you're getting. And that Tower here, that because you're going to trust that inner knowing. That Tower that's going to destroy the image you had of your own divine masculine. That was probably being mirrored out there also. You probably had to deal with awful bosses or awful neighbors or whatever. Here we have justice. Look at that. Justice. Finally bringing, and justice was the card in the bottom of the deck. It was in reverse, but here with the tower is kind of bringing it back up. You're going to get justice because you're going to apply justice to yourself. Understanding it within yourself. How it used to be so detrimental when you would build and structure yourself on the image that you received of the divine masculine. I'm going to call this justice. But really, the insight is so amazing. Now, amazing insight. I'm going to call it like that. Because it's made to heal you. It's amazing. All right. On this, my beautiful Aries, if you want a private reading, you go on mysticwitchtarot.com, and on there you have all the readings, you have access to the tarot course, you have access to the tarot book and all of that. Thank you for watching, sharing, commenting this video, and subscribing to help grow the channel. And also thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And on a new moon and the full moon, I ask the divine to give you back in the shape that is the most beneficial for you. And on this, all my love and light. And I'll see you next month.